In the bustling town of Bethany, nestled between rolling hills and verdant valleys, there lived a young boy named Jonah. Jonah was the apprentice of the town's most respected carpenter, Mr. Tobias. Mr. Tobias was not only known for his skillful craftsmanship, but also for his deep faith and wisdom, which he imparted to Jonah during their long hours in the workshop. Jonah was an eager learner, absorbing every lesson and parable Mr. Tobias shared, but he struggled with fear and self-doubt. Despite his best efforts, Jonah often found himself overwhelmed by the tasks set before him, afraid of making mistakes and disappointing his mentor. One day, Mr. Tobias called Jonah aside and handed him a special assignment. "Jonah," he said, his eyes twinkling with a mixture of seriousness and kindness, "I want you to build a new pulpit for our church. The old one has served us well, but it's time for something new, something that will stand as a testament to our faith and community." Jonah's heart sank. The task seemed monumental, far beyond his capabilities. Sensing his apprentice's fear, Mr. Tobias placed a gentle hand on Jonah's shoulder. "Remember, Jonah, God does not call the equipped. He equips the called. Have faith and courage, for he will guide your hands." With Mr. Tobias's words echoing in his mind, Jonah set to work. He selected the finest wood, measured and cut each piece with the utmost care, and prayed for guidance with every nail he drove and every joint he fitted. The work was hard, and mistakes were made, but Jonah pressed on, his confidence slowly growing with each passing day. As Jonah worked, he recalled the stories Mr. Tobias had shared about Jesus, the carpenter from Nazareth, who taught love, kindness, and the power of faith. Inspired by these tales, Jonah began to see his work not just as a task to be completed, but as an act of worship, a way to serve his community and honor God. Finally, after many weeks of labor, the pulpit was complete. It was a masterpiece of craftsmanship, simple yet elegant, sturdy yet graceful. Jonah could hardly believe that his hands, once so unsure, had created something so beautiful. The day came for the new pulpit to be unveiled. The church was filled with townsfolk, eager to see Jonah's handiwork. As Mr. Tobias removed the cloth covering the pulpit, a collective gasp filled the air, followed by applause. Jonah blushed with pride and gratitude, his heart full. Mr. Tobias turned to Jonah and said, "Today, you have shown not only your skill as a carpenter, but also the strength of your faith and the courage of your heart. You are no longer my apprentice, Jonah. You are my colleague, my brother in Christ." Jonah's journey as the courageous carpenter's apprentice taught him that with faith, patience, and perseverance, no challenge is too great. He learned that God's strength is made perfect in our weakness, and that through him, all things are possible. And so, Jonah's story became a beloved tale in Bethany, a reminder to all of the power of faith and the courage to step out in trust, knowing that we are never alone in our endeavors. For in the heart of every believer lies the capacity for great things, guided by the hands of God and the example of the greatest carpenter of all, Jesus Christ.